Welcome to Production Pro. My name is LP and I bought a Tiltamax nucleus-m partial 4 kit. If you saw the previous video on my Teradek, I'm building a camera package around a Sony FX6, and for my wireless focus, I went with the nucleus-m. I've actually used this handset quite a bit over the past couple of years, so if you would like to see a full review on what I think about the nucleus-m, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a video about it. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about why I chose this system for my camera package. But first, let's talk about our sponsor.
This video is sponsored by MediaBox Camera, located in Los Angeles, California. They have a sizable collection of cameras, lenses, and AKS available to rent. If you're looking for camera equipment or space for your production, they have you covered. I've added a link in the description below for you to get started with MediaBox Camera.
Okay, so let me start out by saying this is not a focus system that I use on jobs regularly. And it's not even my top 2 choice. I would say it's probably down to like 3 or 4 choice. Mostly I'm using a WC4 or a Preston Fizz. But because of the price, this system is a great value compared to the WCU and the Preston. Those systems can cost tens of thousands of dollars. This particular kit, the Partial 4, only cost $800. Now, it is missing a lot of the big features that the others that I mentioned don't have. Like, it doesn't have pre-marked focus rings. You can't store any lenses on it, and there's no camera control other than start-stop. So again, like the Teradek that I got, I bought this one for the value. You get a good system for very little money. And it does really well at getting the job done for focus pullers. I do like the feel of this handset. It's got a nice, wooden knob and wooden back, and it fits nicely in your hand. And it does have, zoom and iris, and again, it has start-stop. And the battery life on this thing is pretty good. These batteries will last like 1-2 days before you even have to change them out. And this does not come with the batteries. You have to buy them separately, but they're pretty cheap. I bought like 6 of them, and it came with a flashlight for like 15 bucks or something like that on Amazon. Like I said, they last forever. The system will also work with up to 4 motors. Now, I only got 2 because focus and iris is plenty for what I'm gonna need in my camera package. Also, my Leica R primes, they only have a focus gear on them. They don't have an iris gear. So most of the time, if I'm shooting, with these lenses, I'm only gonna be using 1 motor. But I got 2 just in case, I decide to rent some other lenses. I can add the iris motor to it if I need to. These motors are pretty good. You can adjust the strength like a lot of the systems. It also is nice. It's becoming pretty standard now that the MDR, or what we call the MDR from the Preston, the control unit, is built into the motor. So it transmits and receives straight from the motor. So you don't have to have some other box hanging off the side of your camera, which is really nice. And it makes it a lot lighter for handheld, or if you're doing like gimbal work, because then this is all you're adding to it. You don't have to put anything else. And it has P-tap power. I also bought 2 Alexa mini power cables. It's a 3-pin to the, I think it's like 8-pin that go into the motor. And that gives you power and start-stop for the Alexa. And these cables will work with other cameras too. Like if your camera has a cage that connects to its start-stop through a 3-pin, then you can just plug it in there and then you can start-stop. Most, professional cameras with that cable. It does come with a few blank focus rings. Like I said, this is kind of one of the drawbacks to this thing, is that it doesn't have pre-marked focus rings that you can set and then automatically have it programmed in here. So you have to do, for each lens, you're gonna have to write out all your distances. I only have 3 right now, but I'm waiting on 4 more to show up. And this whole kit, the Partial 4 kit, and I think a few of the other Partial kits as well, come with this nice soft case. I've got my extra batteries in here. Nice soft case. It's got a little bit of a shell to it, and it's got custom foam in it. It's pretty nice. I do have a small Pelican case that I'll probably put this in just because it's more durable. This is all you really need. Don't feel like you have to go get a hard case. They actually make a specific hard case for the full kit. I think it's like 80 bucks. But don't feel like you have to get a hard case. Like this is pretty good. And once again, the overall theme for this is value. So I can rent this on some small jobs to get my money back when I'm not using it for shooting. So I'll probably take it on, like if I'm doing like a small stage job where there's no like techno and we're not doing any like camera car, like car commercial stuff with the arm. Cause all I really need is focus and maybe iris. A lot of times I don't even put an iris motor on the camera unless maybe there's, the DP says, oh, we might need to do an iris pull, or if we're in some kind of different situation. Like if it's on a jib or a crane, then you're gonna want to put iris control on there. And so that's another reason why I have the second motor, so I can rent it on some jobs to make my money back. That's basically it for the Nucleus. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Going off walkie.